Hey my troll train riders, welcome back to the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy because we have fun on our channel and playing in makeup or whatever it is that we do on our channels. The troll part is not caring too much what the beauty community standards of beauty are. Wear what brand you want to, use what tool you want to, use what technique you want to, get your makeup on the way you want to, and also self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them when you want to, but not feeling like you have to because somebody else said so. We grown folk here on this troll train. That is the concept of the crazy troll nation. Just wearing what you want to wear, when you want to wear it, and just rocking it, or just rocking your natural face, your natural features, and knowing that you still look good. So that is the concept. I do curse on my channel sometimes. Today's been a good day. I haven't been. This is what else you'll see here. Why did that sound slurred? Let's just see here. Okay, part of crazy. I'm going to show you stuff that, some of it I may have showed you, some of it I may not have, but this is stuff that I need to use. Okay, so there's no particular order. You know what, I do know there is some stuff that I showed you, but that I haven't actually used yet. So let's just get started. Two more Natasha Denona blush duos, and I'm a label whore, so I have a label here. This one is burnt orange. It was on sale, $26 and some change from Sephora. This is what that looks like. This shade here is in almost all of them, except I think one. So this is irrelevant. But this shade right here, and we spend $26 for one blush anyway, so it's not a problem having this here. And I have found from the ones I have tried, this is to blend out the blush, like around the edges, and it does work for that. How it works for every different shade, I don't know, but it really seriously does. And so I don't mind having it in here. My only complaint is it has pinholes here. So I thought I can pop this one out and just put like another blush in here, but it doesn't because the hole is only at the bottom. So this part will lift, but this won't. And I was like, I'm not cracking my blush. And this one is matte mauve. And this is what that looks like. I am going to do a swatch of all of my Natasha blushes. This one is deeper in person. It is deeper in person. And these are really pretty. And the sale, I was like, oh, and these are the two colors they didn't have when Natasha had her sale, when they were $26.40. And so when they popped up on Sephora, I'm like, why Sephora got them in her warehouse or factory don't anyway. So another thing I purchased, hey girl, hey, I'm gonna link her channel below. Lisa Marie, no, I'm wrong. I'm sorry, girl, I'm sorry. Lydia Marie, she was talking about the e.l.f. No Budge Cream Shadows Primer Infused. And I'm like, they look interesting. And so I purchased, seem too much y'all, because I don't even know if my lids are gonna like them. So I purchased Plateau, which is this shade. Yeah, y'all just be doing stuff. And I purchased Sand Dune, which is this one. They can be used as a base or as a liner. Something else. And I purchased the white one, which is Wispy Cloud. And I know a lot of people use white bases for shadows, but for me it just makes my shadows look more pasty. So I don't know if it's something with my undertone or what, but I figured I will just try one, see if my skin likes it, and if so, then I'll try the other ones. If not, the two I don't use will pop up somewhere. My issue with some cream bases are that it dries my lids out and then it makes my eyes tear because it dries my eyes out. So that's why I'm like, why did I get 3 of them? And not only that, but I purchased 2 of the shadow sticks. So same thing, you can use them for liner or as a base. And so I got this shade, Out of Sight. That's what that looks like. And I purchased Cool Beans, which looks like a cool tone brown. I don't like me a cool tone, but I'm like, it might work for a base. And so I got 5 e.l.f. cream products and don't even know if I'm going to be able to use them. Judge me. I judge myself. I got 4 of the Lancome Sills Boost. What does it say? Super Enhancing Mascara Base. I love these under any mascara. So getting 2 of these is the price of 1 full size. So you're not saving any money, which usually when you get a full size, it'll come out cheaper than the mini, but for these, not so. And Ulta had a sale, buy 1, get 1 free. So that's why I got 4. And I do like the minis better because I definitely will use them up, whereas the full size, sometimes I use it up, sometimes I don't. I purchased the e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer for the CoverGirl full face makeup collab I did with Erica because I couldn't find the CoverGirl lid primer. And so I never even opened this. and I don't know if I will or not, so this may pop up somewhere. I feel like I say that a lot. This may pop up somewhere. I don't know. This Ace Beauté blushed up. I did use it. No, I didn't. I think I swatched it. This came in a subscription box. I did like the color. I have too much stuff over here. This you've seen. Stila Camellia Convertible color for cheek and lip. I swatched it on my forehead, or no, I swatched it on my cheek because then I compared it to Desert Orchid. So I do really like this. I just need to actually use it. This I took out of my Macari store. This is a Viseart setting powder, translucent it says. Still haven't used it yet, so it's just been sitting in this box. I have stuff everywhere. This I purchased, the CoverGirl. I did show this in a video because I was talking about how this one being number 400 was so much deeper than number 390. And I'm like, from 390 to 400, the 390 was my skin tone. So I'm like, how do you go from this to, but I think I tried it. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like I did. So I do need to use this. And I did like the other one, so I'm confident that I will like that one. This one is from M Cosmetics. And it is Heaven's Glow Radiant Veil Blush. I saw Hung Vango use this. And when I seen it in this video, she was around my complexion, I think a little lighter. And I'm like, this was so freaking pretty. I went online and ordered it. I ordered 2 other ones. One made me look ashy, dusty. One didn't show up at all, so I sent those 2 back. I kept this one. This one is really perfect. And me being a label whore I am, I put on here like what it is. And from the website, it says yellow, orange, gold, pearly pigments. And also on the website, it said vibrant orange marigold with pearlescent gold shimmer. So that's what this looks like. And it's a nice flush on me, either as a blush or as a highlight. But I like it better as a blush. But this, or even as a blush light. But this on me was beautiful. I need to use that more. This came in subscription box. This is Kiss of Klimt. Oh, I almost dropped it. No, it's not. Kiss of Klimt is a MAC single shadow color. This is Kismet Plumping Gloss. People said it doesn't have a tingling sensation, so I did say I'm gonna try it. The color I don't know about, but I can put this over liner. But I am curious and I am going to try it because people said it didn't tingle. Anything tingling on me is not a good sign. To me, that means I'm having an allergic reaction. But people were saying they didn't feel anything, so I'm like, okay, cool. And so I am going to try that. This is a CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus liquid liner in brown, because the black one I had decided to keep working with it. It has a felt tip, but then when I tried the black one a second time, it irritated my lids. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not opening the brown. It's not in the packaging. I have never opened it, have never used it. That will pop up somewhere. And while we're talking about that, this is stuff in this box that is definitely trash, and that's why it's in this bag. This is the that liquid lippie that I used. That last time I used it, it started dripping, and you see where it's wet, like in this area right here, like this is leaking. And I had that issue with a different one, and it turned out it was old. This, the first few times I used it, was beautiful. It's a dark purple black shade, but when that started dripping liquidy like that, I'm like, I'm not going to keep using it because I don't want it dripping on my clothes, my station, or my furniture. This is the black Perfect Point Plus CoverGirl eyeliner. That's going in the trash. Let me put this here because I'll talk about that in a minute. This is the Lancome one. I know I just said I used them up. This one I didn't. This one has a sticker on there that expired. Oh, it didn't expire. Oh, 12/22. So that's going back over here. And this MAC Prep and Prime, I don't even know why I kept it this long. When I used this a few times eons ago, I'm like, this is trash. Like, I don't know what, no. No, it just did not, it did not do what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to keep your lipstick either bullet or liquid from feathering. My lips were like so dry, it felt like I had glue on my lips. It was hideous. And also they had told me, you know, your lipstick won't smear, transfer. It was smudged all over my face, all in my mask. I'm like, this is trash. So that's going in the trash. Sophia Marbell from a subscription box, Peach Sangria highlighter. This looked really, really pretty on me as a highlighter and as a blush, but it made my face itch. So that's going in the trash. So this is my definite trash pile, which I can now throw in the trash because I'm showing it to you. This, where is it? I know y'all love Colourpop cream gel liners. And my sis, I ain't even want to say your name. I ain't going to call you out like that, Erica. Ooh. Because I had asked her, oh, what's that on your lower lash line or your lower waterline? She's like, oh, CoverGirl Sensitive. And I'm like, I've been wanting to try them, but I'm so hesitant to try new things because my skin is so sensitive. So me, like the extra I am, I purchased this color, tried it, irritated the hell out of my eyes. I'm like, you know what? No. So that's going in the trash. I did purchase 3 of them though, right? That one I just put in the trash pile. This one, never opened it because if that one irritated my eyes, guess what? This one will too. So this color, this will pop up somewhere in something. I was just, I wanted it to work. That's why I got 3 different colors. And I was hopeful. And I was telling sis that I had a feeling they wouldn't work. And I'm going to tell you why as soon as I open this box. But this is this color, if you can see that. This is what that one is. So this is going to end up somewhere. Never opened it, never used it. Teresa is Dead loves Colourpop gel liners. She has sensitive skin too. She's always saying how they don't bother her. She loves them. Things that she loves, my skin is like, troll, no. And then there's stuff I love that she can't stand. And so and so I kept thinking, she loves those and swears by them. They are not going to work for me. But then I keep hearing other people saying, you know, Colourpop gel liners and assist. So I bought them, and you know what? They don't work for me. They don't work for me. So these are a bunch of samples. LYS that I keep saying I'm going to try. Have not yet. This is the Nessa Myrick sample stuff that you saw from that order. I'm not going to talk about her. Samples, you know, the Yummy Skin stuff, and these 2. Okay, so we're done talking about her. You know what I realized though? When you message a company or somebody on Instagram, it might go into their request inbox and not their regular inbox. And so I'm telling myself that's what's happening, is that she just didn't see them. But even so, when I commented under her post and saw that she was responding to other people's comments under her post, why you didn't answer my question? So I don't feel as some kind of way as I did, but it's still like if you answer other people where they're saying, oh, pretty palette, pretty colors, and you're like, yay, you'll love it, thank you, and I'm asking a legit question and you just skip over me. So, but I'm not as like as I was, but I still don't know if I'm gonna feature her stuff on my channel. But anyway, these I took out of my Mercari store. Look, if y'all ain't gonna buy stuff, I'm gonna use it. And then both of these are lip glosses. This one is Seriously, and it kind of looks, and it came in a set, I believe, because I'm like, I wouldn't have picked this color, but maybe over a lip liner. And so that's here for me to try, and I'm looking at it now like, why? This one is called Goals. Yes, because we have goals, and it's goals with a Z. This over a bullet lipstick or a liquid lipstick. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep this one because I'm looking at this color and I keep thinking it's this color, which it kind of is. This is gonna pop up somewhere in something because this just is not my shade at all. So I'm not even gonna pretend that it is. So you know, let me put aside the stuff I'm saying is going somewhere, so that way that can already be separated, because I'll forget and have to watch the video back like, what did I say? Did I say I was going to put this somewhere? Yeah. All right. And with the e.l.f., once I try these, well, one of these and one of these, if they don't work for me, the ones I don't use will end up somewhere. If they do work, I'll keep them. What else? I did show you, but I have not used it yet, the Stila eyeshadow palette, and I did the forehead swatches. I was going to say swatches. Forehead swatches. Yeah, so that I have not tried yet, but I definitely will. I also showed you all 4 of the Stila lip glosses, and I have not tried those yet. I swatched them and that was it. This is from subscription box, Sahara Nights Eloise eyeshadow palette. I still have not tried this. This is what that looks like. It's all shimmer, which is not an issue. I don't know like how these will look on me, and so I'm wondering if I should just put them over a brown base or a black base, because shades like this, and this, my skin tone eats them up and they don't show up. This looks like it would be really light. So part of me wants to try it, and part of me is wanting to just give it away while it's unused. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm debating right now. I'm gonna give this away. So this is going to go over there with the e.l.f. primer and what was it? The Colourpop eyeliners. So that's over there. And you got the black, not the black, the brown CoverGirl liner. This was a liner that came in, it's a lipstick pencil. Came in a subscription box that I have not tried. I'm guessing that's the color. No, this is going to go somewhere because you know why? Where did I put Kismet? No, not Kismet. That this gloss. I think that would go. So this is going to go somewhere in something. So that's going to go over there with the giveaway pile. This is kind of seeming like a declutter my Unashamed box thing. Ace Beauty Vintage Dawn. I used one shade in here one time when I did my Pride look, and I really liked it. I did swatch a couple of the colors. I can tell by looking at it. Well, was this the one? Yeah, I think I only used one shade out of here, and I think it was this blue. And I really liked how it performed. And I did swatch out some of the other colors. I can tell by looking at it to see if I had something similar. Kind of do, kind of don't. And so I definitely want to use this more because I did really like how that performed. And also for the Pride look, I used the HBT Nostalgia palette. I only used it that one time, and I want to use it some more. So that's why this is in this palette. I mean, this box. Am I wrong? I think I used the HBT one for more colors, because the only one that looks used in here, no, I don't know what I did, but I definitely used this one, the purple. Yeah, this is the one I used most of the colors from, I believe. Don't quote me on that, I don't know. But I really liked how it performed. That was the only look that I did using this palette and the Vintage Dawn. And I do want to use them again, but I wanted to just show you what I have that has been neglected. And so the one look, one shade out of one palette, the other shades out of the other palette. I'm like, I need to use them again. This I won in a giveaway. I still have not used it, y'all. I don't know why. The Queen, this palette here, and it's an easy palette to do looks with. Like, look at this. You can do, you know, monochromatic, kind of monochromatic, everyday neutral look for those of you who do daytime looks. This could be your nighttime look, or you can do a cross. So I'm looking at this, you know, you see quads here. It looks like a really easy palette to use. Even like this, these 4 shades right here. If you want a nice look, pop the blue lower lash line, put these on your upper lid, or this little quad here. So I'm looking at this, seeing like a lot of looks. I just have not used it yet, and I don't know why. I don't know why. And so this is in here, and it's been in here for a while. And at first I didn't know if I was going to keep it, and so I was watching videos about it. Some of the reviews are good, some are bad. So then I'm kind of like, And it was in a subscription box. I won it from someone who had received it in a subscription box. Can I speak today? Because I'm rushing. The last 2 things I'm going to show you, y'all going to be like, she ain't used those yet? No, I haven't. I haven't swatched them. I haven't touched them. Nomad Cosmetics Orient Express. I received the Gallows. Where are you? Or was it Grand Suite? Why am I thinking it was the Gallows? What was it? I don't know. I think it might have been Grand. No, you know, it wasn't even this palette. It was a different one. I'm just completely making up stuff. This, I had Venice Simplin, which has 9 of these 18 shades in it. So I kept telling myself, okay, I don't need the full size because I have 9 of these shades. I really liked the looks, actually loved the looks that I did with that palette. But something just kept nagging me like, you want it, you want it. And I watched reviews on it. And even though there's like some, you know, cool tone, neutral tones, this shade here, oh, just touched my finger in it by accident. I'm thinking, do I really need more of like these tones right here? There's a couple dual chromes in here. And watching reviews, they were like, you know, I thought that I wouldn't get use out of, you know, certain shades like these, you know, this one, these right here. But they were saying they really did, even if it was just, you know, blend out or brow bone or something like that. And so as you see, I finally did get it. And so I sent the Simplin Express to my sister friend, because I'm like, those 9 shades are in here, so I don't need a palette of 9 shades, and those 9 are in here with another 9. And so I haven't used it yet, and so what I am going to do is I'm going to recreate the looks I did with Venice Simplin, adding in some of the other shades in here. And the reason I did decide to go ahead and buy this, number one, I was going back and forth anyway, but then also when Nomad asked if I wanted to be on their PR, and what was the, I feel so ashamed, what was the palette? Fête Provence palette came out. I said, you know what, if they're sending me a palette, I love the brand, I love their formula, so I'm gonna still support them. I don't want to be one of those people who I only use what someone sends me. And so that was the determining factor to still order Orient, because I still want to support the brand. You know what I'm saying? And also I got Fire and Ice. It looks dirty, dusty, and grungy in all the best ways possible. Have not used it, have not swatched it. I think I have a collab I do. I have a collab coming up. I don't know when. We're waiting for, it's going to be me and 2 other of my sister friends. And so we're waiting for all 3 of us to get it. And I think one is still on the way. This is what I received. Lava Gallows. It is not. Gava. It is not. Gallows Lava. I received this in a subscription box. That's what this is. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And when I looked at this, I'm thinking, okay, these look mostly cool tone. I don't like me in cool tones. But then because you have some grunge over here and you got, you know, this fiery color, I'm like, you know what, this will work. And this, I think, will turn anything grungy. Like for me, even though it looks more orange in person. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking I can make this work. And I watched different looks on it. The looks were beautiful. Some were my skin tone, some were lighter, some were darker. So I said, I'm gonna just get it. And again, because I love the brand and I love what they stand for, I'm like, I am a firm supporter of what I love. And so that's what led me to go ahead and get this palette as well. And I do have a 10% off code for those of you who don't know. And so that is everything in this box. And I did get something else for a giveaway. I'm going to talk about it now, but this is not the giveaway video. I ordered a palette. It went on sale. It's one I already have that I love. I do have a Nomad playlist, so do check that out. Also, their highlighters were on sale, so I purchased both of them. And when I opened it, just to make sure everything was okay, not broken, when I opened it, the mirror was face down on here. So this was just cardboard. And I'm like, wait a minute, like, where's the shadow? And then when I went like this, the mirror popped off. I'm like, okay, there's the powder down here. So I said, well, since it's broken, and I did tape up, I don't know if you can see it, but I did tape the mirror around the edges. And I said, okay, well, they'll still have the one other highlighter that, you know, the mirror was fine, it was intact. And so I said, that'll give me the opportunity to try this one, because I didn't want to give away something and it not be in perfect condition. And so I tried this highlighter, y'all. It's beautiful. This highlighter is so freaking beautiful. And so I did message Nomad, and they were like, oh gosh, we have had trouble with the glue on this highlighter for the mirror. So they sent me another one, and I'm like, I didn't want you to send me another one because I just figured I'll keep this one. They'll still have a highlighter, because who's going to be mad about getting a palette and 1 highlighter versus the palette and 2 highlighters? Like, if you're mad about that, then you don't need to try to win anything, in my opinion. But they sent another one, so I'm like, okay, cool. I opened it, it was fine. So I sat it aside, and like 3 days later, I opened it, the mirror was not attached. And I'm just like, whew. And I debated whether or not to even message in, because I didn't want her to keep sending me more highlighters. And so for that video, when I do announce it, if you're okay with the mirror not being attached, then you will still receive that, but you'll receive the other highlighter and the palette as well. And you know, you can tape it like I did. I don't have a hot glue gun, that would have been perfect. And so I did tell Felicia, I said, I think it was just because it was so hot. It was when it was like 90+ degrees every day. And I think just in transit, I think the glue just melted. But it was strange that it was just this same one and not the other one. But, you know, who knows? And she agreed it was probably the heat. It comes from Texas, which is hell hot in the summertime. And it was in the 90s here in Delaware. And so I wasn't upset. But the second time when I noticed the mirror came unattached, I did message her and I said, please, 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 please do not send me a new one. I do think it's just something with the heat and the glue is not sticking. And, you know, if they're okay with it not being attached, they can still have it. If not, then no. But So yes, I really do enjoy the brand. I do really enjoy this highlighter. So that's a tidbit for future about the highlighter. That's going to be for that giveaway. I have a lot of giveaways and stuff coming up. So yeah, and most will be subscriber appreciation. I've talked about why I do it that way in other videos. We're not going to talk about that here. I have a lot of stuff to put away. Let me know what you think of this stuff. And I'm going to try and get to doing looks with this stuff soon. And y'all know, once I start with these nomads, it'll be like 5, 6, 7 videos. Cause I get used out of my palettes. I am going to do an inventory video showing all of my eyeshadow palettes, all of the blushes, all of the lipsticks. I'm going to break it up into categories though. And possibly do a declutter when I do those videos. And so, but this is everything that I haven't used yet. Stuff that I swatched that I need to actually use. You'll see me use them sometime, hopefully in the near future. Thank you for being here. And I'm just looking at all this stuff I gotta put away. It'll go back into the basket until I use it. Yeah, so that'll be it. And so thank you for being here. If you have a basket of stuff that you haven't used yet, or like these that I've only used once, one color out of one and like 4 or 5 colors out of the other one. If you have a basket, and don't call it a basket of shame because there is no shame, unless you have a ginormous collection and you know you need to stop buying stuff. Yeah, then you should be ashamed. But hashtag no judgment from me. No judgment. But if you have a basket of stuff that you keep saying, I'm going to get to it, I'm going to get to it, you know, let me know that. And let's work through our stuff together. Let's start doing shopping my stash stuff or using stuff that we've used before. Don't feel bad about, you know, using a palette on your channel when it's new and then it's never seen of again. You know what I'm saying? Like, use what you have. And my channel is that way where if you see me use a palette once and I don't have issues with it, you will keep seeing that palette. I don't care if it was released a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever. Use what you have, and chances are you have way more than you need. Chances are you're drawn to certain color stories, and so you're looking at 10 palettes out of 200 and 10 look the same because we gravitate to what we love. And so let's work on using what we have. Inventory what you need to use, set it aside and make it a point. I'm going to use that palette this week. I'm going to use that lip gloss this week. I'm going to use that blush this week. You know, so that's what we're going to do. So let's commit to that. And this is itching right here. Look at what that setting powder did. It like broke up my foundation, and my face is a little cracked. This was from earlier. Look, I did Maybelline Last and Fix spray, but it cracked my face. I'm not using that again. I might though, I don't know. Yeah, so that's it. So let's use what we have, and so consider this an encouragement to use what you have. Let's make that commitment on this troll train. We're going to pull out stuff that we know we need to use, and we are going to use it. And so stay tuned. Something will pop up over here. If you're not subscribed, please do. Click like on the videos you like, thumbs down the one you don't, comment below. I do respond back to everybody. Yeah, because I'm not ginormous, and so I am able to comment back to everybody. So we're going to do that. So let's interact below, and you will see me soon. Thanks.